Hi, so welcome back to my channel. I'm saying welcome back because this channel was opened 4 years back. I had done my first introductory video by then, but by the time you guys see this video, that must be archived or deleted by then. So, this is my official introductory video, and from the thumbnail, you guys would have gotten to know it's a get to know me video. So, let's begin. To start with a little bit about me, my name is Saili Desai. I am born and brought up in Goa. I live in Goa. I am 27. My height is 5'3". My birthday is on the 23rd of October. I am born in 1998, obviously, because I'm 27. And I live with my family. And my actual profession is that I'm a destination wedding bridal artist. So I take up bridal bookings, and that's how we go about it. And this is my first, I would rather say, second long form video. So let me answer a few questions that are more like get to know me questions. So the first question is, who am I when I'm not working? So basically, for the people who don't know the kind of profession that I belong to, we work like for 6 months and we have 6 months off because we only work during the wedding season. So when we have off, I think this question is for that. So what do I do during off seasons? So there are these two major things that I genuinely enjoy doing. Number one has to be cleaning. Okay. You'll see me anytime and every time of the day out of nowhere, just cleaning everything out. And not like I'm not a messy person, but everything just gets so messy after a point of time that I have to be keeping on cleaning. And there are instances which I remember, like when I used to live in PG in Mumbai, my cupboard was like entirely organized and clean or whatever. I used to still take all the things out and just reorganize it. I don't know, it just gives me some kind of pleasure in just reorganizing and keeping on cleaning stuff. And I just absolutely love it. Number two is travel. So I love to travel for leisure. I love to see new cultures, taste really good food, see really pretty places. I love dressing up for these vacations. And I also love taking a lot of videos and clicking a lot of pictures. So that is something I really enjoy. So when it's off season, these two are the most important things that I do. I also do a little bit of cooking here and there and a lot of other things, but these are like the major ones that I absolutely enjoy. Next question is, what is something very you that your friends would immediately recognize? Okay, so most of the times whenever I dress up, every single time that I have been asked, Sally, where is this from? Oh, it looks so pretty. It is either from H&M or Zara. So in case there's something minimal and really pretty looking, and if the person is wearing a mix and match of H&M and Zara, and they would just be like, this is so Sally coded outfit. Okay, the second question seems directly very personal. That is, what is something you're insecure about that people wouldn't guess? So I really don't know if people would guess or not guess, but for me, it is my weight. So there used to be a time that I was 77 kg. So as I said, I'm 5'3", so it would obviously be like being overweight. And there was this one time that I lost around 24 kgs by myself, like without any medication, just by working out and eating clean and stuff like that. But then right now I've gained 10 more kgs, like from 20, after losing 24, I gained 10 back. So for me, I love being in shape. I love working out and stuff like that. And most importantly, I really enjoy looking good in outfits because I love wearing pretty outfits. So for me, it is very important to be in shape and I really enjoy being fit. But as soon as I gain a little bit, it's kind of insecure because then I just start wearing baggy clothes and darker clothes and stuff like that. So that is one thing I'm super insecure about, but I don't know if people think that I'm insecure about it or no. Then we have this next question. It says, what does your perfect, completely ordinary day look like? To be honest, as I'm born and brought up in Goa, I really love relaxed days and I don't like to be rushed into things. I just like to take my own sweet time, though I'm not like a person who will take like a lot of time for all things, but I just don't like to be rushed. That's number one. So how would my perfect day look like? So honestly, you waking up after completing your sleep. That's the most important. I hate being woken up or, just cutting off my sleep when it's not completed and stuff like that. And I'm a person who sleeps for like good 7 hours because if I don't complete my sleep, I'm just not in the right place. And my mind is just like craving for more and more sleep and it's just not peaceful during the day if I don't complete my sleep. So 7 hours of sleep is like a must for me. Moving on, my first coffee of the day. It has to be made in a certain way and it's not all fancy, but I personally love the Brew Gold coffee, the green and silver kind of packaging, the green, yellow, and silver kind of packaging. I'll put the image here of the coffee that I drink. So I really like the way my mom makes it, and I have literally learned the way from her. One day I'll share the recipe in case if you guys would like. It's the boiling one. It's not the one that the pressed ones or anything of that. So you need to boil it and then add milk to it. But there's a certain way to go about it. So on a perfect ordinary day, I would also love to have a little bit of breakfast, not like way too heavy. So in our house, I personally usually end up making eggs, but my family usually goes about with like poha, paratha, chapati, or even bread and last night's fish curry or something like that, which I also personally like. I also love dosa, idli, and like I'm a proper South Indian girly as well. Like I love their cuisine. And the kind of breakfast that I personally don't prefer is sweet breakfast in the morning. For example, those the British baked beans, then pancakes, waffles, cinnamon French toast. These are the breakfasts which I don't prefer because I'm more of this savory and spicy food girl. So for breakfast, I would also prefer it like that. I don't prefer sweet breakfast at all, though I love these dishes, but not for breakfast. Moving on during the day, go about my work or, do something that's productive and stuff like that. Then for lunch, some food with like good amount of rice because that's like our staple food. And obviously fish curry or like fried fish and stuff like that. Or even biryani on like certain days would be great. Then just again going about my work and completing stuff and whatever is my regular schedule. And then in the evening, I prefer like a good cup of tea, but that's could be like without sugar and stuff like that. So just a normal cup of tea by 4 o'clock, and then I could even go for a walk or a run, get dressed pretty, go to a really nice or cute cafe, and then by the time it's night, take like an everything shower, make sure that the room is entirely cold with some warm lighting, and watch like a really good movie on Netflix or YouTube or something of that sort, and just like doze off. That would be like the most perfect and the ideal day that I look up to, or that is something that I have in mind when I see like a perfect day for me. The next question is, what's something you could talk about for hours? Okay, so I have this habit of telling everything to my best friend. Like, I mean, everything. So, in my case, if something has happened during work, or, if there's been an incident, I can just go on and on and on. And I don't even need to stop. So that's something I can really talk for hours. Number two is about dressing up and cameras and, content creation in general. I love talking about the details and all of those things. So that is another thing I can talk for hours, or what I've studied today, or stuff like that. So this is something that I overly obsess, and then yeah, that's how we go about it. And that's something I really enjoy talking about. This would be the last question. What made you finally decide, okay, I'm actually going to put myself out there? So, the reason why I'm putting myself out there is, number one, I personally love to document almost anything and everything. If you see my phone and memory and everything, it's entirely full. I only need to sit with it, edit, and then start posting. Would love to connect with people who feel relatable to me. Also, I aspire to have this really good lifestyle for myself, which is in a certain way. Like, I don't mean like glamorous entirely, but I do love a little bit of glamour with like minimalism. I'm not a maximalist person at all. I literally feel overwhelmed when I see like a lot of things around me which are not arranged properly or stuff like that. So I am more into minimal, but I love like really classy stuff and statement pieces and stuff like that. So I would love to build my life around such stuff, and I really enjoy documenting my entire journey. So when I see myself like few years back on the video or on YouTube, I just want to be like super proud of myself, that thank God that I took that decision and now I'm here, and like just like manifesting like a really good life. So I really wanted to start somewhere. So this is where it is. It would be really nice if you guys support me in my entire journey, and let's build together. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next video.